A pleasant and a wonderful day to each and every one of you. From Batch 2009, my name is Jarvin Chua. Together with me are my co-hosts from Batch 1990, Kenneth Ko, and from 1977, Joseph Ofano. We welcome you to this momentous celebration of excellence and tradition. We welcome you to 100 years. We welcome you to the Centennial anniversary of Pangasinan Universal Institute. This is PUI at 100. The PUI Alumni Association planned a grand party for each and every one of us. But earlier this year, a pandemic struck, the pandemic known as COVID-19, placed a lot of people in their homes, restricted a lot of people, and stopped a lot of celebrations. But through the use of technology, we won't let COVID-19 stop us from celebrating 100 years of PUI, a milestone in our school. So, with the use of technology, we're going to move forward. But when we move forward, we want to take you a step back and look at the glory days of what they say is the best years of our life in high school and in elementary. And as we take a look back, we pay tribute to 100 years of Pangasinan Universal Institute. And to formally welcome and start this event, we would like to call two of our talented alumni, and they are father and daughter. Please welcome from batch 1985 and 2015, Dr. Dick Ong and Gian Ong to sing us our prayer, to be followed by the national anthem.
Just when we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose all. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che tu hai,
I pray we'll find your light,
nel cuore resterà. Ricordarci che
stars go out each night,
eterna stella sei nella mia preghiera.
let this be our prayer.
Quanta fede c'è,
When shadows fill our day,
to a place,
guide us with your grace,
give us faith so we'll be safe. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia ed speranza. Simbolo di pace e di fraternità, la forza che tu dai, il desiderio che non trovi amore intorno e dentro a sé.
Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer.
just like every child.
Just like every child,
Need to find a place.
guide us with your grace.
Give us faith so we'll be saved. Te la fede c'è, hai accesso in noi. Sento che ci salverà.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us all sing the PUI hymn. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to formally welcome us, may I call on the brainchild behind this concept of this e-homecoming, none other than our current president of the UCS-PUI Alumni Association. Please welcome the lovely Dr. Betafe Manawis Castillo.
A pleasant day to everyone on this Christmas season of 2020. We, the alumni of the Pangasinan Universal Institute, are celebrating the centennial year of our dear alma mater. We have all the reasons to celebrate in spite of this unprecedented time of COVID-19 pandemic. We celebrate our life's journey in fulfilling our dreams, in developing our career path, in overcoming challenges, and on all the opportunities to be able to serve and make a difference in this world we live in. All of these are fruits of our educational foundation and core values that were laid down to us during our formative years in Pangasinan Universal Institute. We are celebrating in the spirit of gratitude by honoring the past and be the inspiration of the future. As early as last year, we have prepared a year-long plan in celebrating the centennial anniversary of our school. Some of the monthly projects were accomplished, but others were held into abeyance, including the exciting plan of having a grand reunion because coronavirus stopped us. But let us not regret on what is happening nowadays. As I quote Alexander Graham Bell, "When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us." We in the Alumni Association decided to enter the open door, which entailed changes and innovations that seems to be inevitable in the way we are going to celebrate the centennial year of our alma mater, and that is to have a momentous tribute to Pangasinan Universal Institute in a virtual platform. Before we start the event, let me just mention some behind-the-scenes impact on us, the alumni, as an aftermath of our engagement and participation on what you will be watching today. Would you believe a senior to navigate on technology? Some were successful in meeting the challenge, but some still needed the assistance of the younger alumni who were always steadfast in helping. In the process of the preparation, we were able to reach out to more friends, rekindle relationship, reconnect, laugh at ourselves on how we look, but also saddened to know classmates who passed away. We discovered talents, knowledge and skills, especially on the technical side of our alumni members who unselfishly shared their skills and God-given talents. So many alumni gave their share in various ways and went out of their comfort zones to be able to come up with this video production. These are just a few of the scenarios that I considered so priceless and so valuable to behold. So our dear friends, pillars of our schools, our mentors, our guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the UCS-PUI Alumni Association, I welcome all of you to our Pangasinan Universal Institute Centennial Year Virtual Celebration.
Thank you, Dr. Betafe Manawis Castillo. Let us take a trip down memory lane as we look at the history of how Universal Chinese School became Pangasinan Universal Institute.
To create anything of value, a great foundation is all it takes. And that is PUI, Pangasinan Universal Institute, a foundation that never ceased to create excellent, self-sufficient, and competent students who always wear the victor's crown. PUI started her journey in the year 1920. Founded by a group called Kongyak Sha, PUI aims to cater the educational needs of the Chinese community by fostering in her students an appreciation of the unique identity and diversity of the Chinese culture, and to develop greater awareness, love, and respect for the Chinese tradition. PUI was originally located at Arellano Street and was then named as Universal Chinese School, which caters only Chinese curriculum. As PUI's children continue to grow in number, PUI was relocated to her present site and started offering both English and Chinese curriculums. The first batch of English graduates marched their way to raise their laurels in the year 1961. In 1974, in compliance with the Filipinization of all foreign schools in the country as mandated by President Ferdinand Marcos, the then Universal Chinese School was renamed as Pangasinan Universal Institute. In the year 1990, however, a devastating 7.7 earthquake struck North Luzon that collapsed PUI's main infrastructures. But with the usual cooperation, support, and munificence of the PUI community, Pangasinan Universal Institute was able to stand, rise, and triumph once again. Pangasinan Universal Institute continuously dominate the educational battlefield with the leadership of the Board of Trustees headed by the chairman. And to open venues for developing leadership, discovering new skills, and showcasing innate gifts and talents, PUI administrators and faculty members continue to design varied and challenging activities that cater holistic development in each of her students. And with her goal of honing students who are beneficial contributors to the society, PUI continues to climb greater heights to achieve quality education, strong values formation, and most importantly, to keep improving to address the modern and changing trend and needs of education. PUI has indeed bred and will continue to breed locally and internationally acclaimed professionals who serve and will serve as the core molders and shapers of the nation and the world. Today, in its 100 years of inception, PUI renews her promise of assuring brighter and bigger future for our children. PUI renews the promise of equipping, preparing, and training each dragon for real-life domination. PUI surely will never falter in reaching her goal of becoming the best version of a mother for more victorious dragons hailed for numerous successes. This is Pangasinan Universal Institute, celebrating its 100 years of commitment in providing unparalleled innovation. PUI, Pangasinan Universal Institute, providing unparalleled innovation.
And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise. Oh, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again.
At sa pagbawi ng uhaw ay may darating na araw. Kahit tamis ng ating samahan sa lungkot at kaligayahan. Tunay na kaibigan, kasamang maasahan. Salamat at tayo'y may pinagsamahan. Salamat, tunay kong kaibigan. Kahit tamis ng ating samahan sa lungkot at kaligayahan. Tunay na kaibigan, kasamang maasahan. Salamat, at tayo'y may pinagsamahan. Salamat, tunay kong kaibigan. Salamat, tayo'y may pinagsamahan. Salamat, kaibigang walang
Of course, all of us had our cherished moments in our beloved alma mater. We do feel proud to belong to PUI as it reaches its milestone of 100 years of success from a humble beginning and to be able to cross a lot of obstacles and challenges to what it stands right now. And for now, I will turn over to my co-host, Mr. Kenneth Ko, for the next segment.
In the midst of this ever-changing world and its ever-increasing challenges, the constant efforts of creating, developing, and sustaining a safe, helpful, and cultural environment remains. This is thanks to the countless and unfathomed efforts of the Pangasinan Universal Institute's Board of Trustees, leading the way through all the years since time immemorial. Indeed, each and every PUI alumni have benefited in some way or another while growing up within and beyond the walls of this great institution. As we experience growth through the stages of life, we cannot help but look back at the nurturing and loving kindness this institution has brought to us. From the very foundational skills of learning and of knowledge accumulation to the very deep and highly personal bonds of friendships and relationships we encountered, this institution has not been merely a space where all of these happen. PUI has and will always be part of our lives, taking that niche of time where all of us experience happiness, anger, joy, fear, excitement, disappointment, pleasure, pain, clarity, and many more, all while being under the wings and protection of PUI in our younger days. While some of us are just starting to realize the immense efforts needed to overcome certain events with the present pandemic, this is not the case with the PUI Board of Trustees. Beyond the financial support, management duties, and administrative responsibilities provided by the PUI Board of Trustees, each and every board member of PUI has also dedicated selfless and tireless efforts in making all lives affected by PUI a lot better. This does not only cover the students, but also the teachers, the parents of the students, the office staff, the janitors, security and other service personnel, PUI alumni, and the greater PUI community like the Filipino-Chinese community and the Dagupan Pangasinan business community. The mandate of developing young minds with arts, literature, math and sciences, sports, culture remains intact. Our sincere gratitude to the compassion and dedication of all those who have retired, all those who have remained, and all those who will join the PUI Board of Trustees. With the leadership of the PUI Board of Trustees as guided by key teachings of Confucius, namely courteousness, righteousness, incorruptibility, and humility, may the passion of PUI to provide a well-rounded education for the benefit of society live on.
在一个千变万化而充满挑战的世界里，有着一股精进的力量来创造、开发和保持着一个又安全、又温和、又有文化的空间。这要感谢丰城大同中学董事会自古以来无数深奥的奋斗。每一个大同中学的校友，无论是在校内还是在校外，也曾因此获利过。回想到成长的时候，我们忘不了学院曾经给我们带来的温暖和照顾。从学习的基础和知识的累积中，到深刻的个人友情和密切关系，这个学院不只是一切所发生的空间，更重要，大同中学永远会是我们生命中的一部分，永远在我们的光阴里保留着。我们曾经年少的时候，在大同中学的怀抱和保护里，经历过快乐、愤怒、开心、恐惧、激动、失望、乐趣、痛苦、清醒和种种的情感。有些人会因为这次的瘟疫大伤脑筋而难以前进，但这种压力对大同中学的董事会来说是很正常的。除了经济支持、管理和行政职责以外，董事会里的每一员都是付出无私及无息的服务，让每一个接触过大同中学的民众活得更好一些。这不单包括学生们，还牵连到导师们、家长们、内勤们、看门人、保卫和其他服务员、校友们，以及大同中学的广大社区，包含非华社团和大古办暨丰城的商业组织，发扬年轻新一代的教育，如艺术、文学、数学、科学、体育、文化等等的寿命仍然活跃。我们感恩 以往、现今和将来董事会员们的慈悲和努力。愿你们依照儒家的精神，以礼、义、廉、耻来进行全面教育，永恒地造福社会。Teachers are our second mothers. We cannot be who we are right now without your guidance and support as we fulfill our dreams. For all of these, with your great commitment and dedication, we are truly grateful. 师长们如我们的第二个母亲，我们之所以有今天，全是因为在实现我们的梦想时，有他们的指导和支持。超越于此，单凭他们的承诺和奉献，我们已经万分感激。
Hello, everybody. I'm Perlita Carino, former faculty member English department in the 1960s, representing the faculty members during this special event. On their behalf, I congratulate the Alumni Association for heading the celebration of PUI's 100th founding day. On this momentous occasion, we pay tribute to PUI for its contribution to the growth and development of Pangasinan's Chinese community and for producing community leaders in politics, government affairs, the medical field, in business, commerce, and industry. We thank PUI for giving us the opportunity to participate in the education of the youth. The faculty prepare the students not only in academics, but in character building, social and moral development. Part of their educational journey were the special occasions when we celebrated Global 10 and fundraising events when Chinese communities of neighboring provinces donated to UCS program of expanding its educational services. We encourage the students to participate in several extracurricular activities, rounding up their education, such as in sports, the performing arts, and in musical events. In the decade of the 60s, UCS had a drum and bugle corps, a harmonica group, and a group of male singers who called themselves the Everly Brothers, the counterpart of the US singers. During a junior-senior prom, several students dressed in formal attires danced the Rigodon de Honor, a Spanish dance. On one occasion, to commemorate the Department of Education's National Language Day, a group of male students danced the Filipino folk dance, Maglalapit. In sports, we had a basketball team as well as a ping pong champion who excelled in the local inter-school competition. It was a well-rounded personality development that the students immersed themselves in. And the products of that decade are now successful in their chosen careers. Our heartfelt congratulations to our dear students. The faculty will always cherish in our hearts the close affinity we have with our students. Thank you, and continue to enjoy the Centennial celebration of our alma mater. Cheers to PUI, and have a pleasant day.
尊敬的理事们、先生们，请问邀请本人尽用心来出席庙校的校庆。放生态当中是一季历史悠久的活动，所栽培的人才真多，在政治界、商业界、职业界的影响力有真大的活动。这摆献奉校庆，我以无限的诚意甲最热烈的祝福，相信庙校的前途光明，尤其是 對教育界立信教育的人士，無珍惜犧牲金錢、能量及時間來發展描學的成就，相信會愈來愈進步，會愈來愈成功。謝謝各位。
Paying tribute to PUI, its 100 years of existence, is synonymous to looking back as to how remarkable are our founders' vision towards the success of the school. When I first set a foot at this institution, I had this foresight that it will produce professionals who would not be content with success in narrow sense, but would become a blessing to the country at par. For 12 long years, I became a witness to the magnitude of such changes. Today, the school that we are visualizing the past years is now a reality. It would be unfair of the school's history if I would not mention two wonderful people who will always be remembered for their sincere commitment to PUI. Mrs. Filomena Chua is my first mentor in the academy. Thanks to her innovations, strict leadership, and exemplary dedication. Mr. Tan Ko Ping, his firm belief in the concept of the student-centered approach is unyielding. It was during their term that the school earned great recognition and incomparable achievements in the academy, not forgetting the full support of the then President of the Board of Trustees, Sir Thomas Lapus. Proudly I say I am fully blessed to have been given the opportunity to serve the school for more than a decade and to have been granted lately another 2 years of administrative post. To everybody who took the initiative of paying tribute to our beloved school, thank you very much, and congratulations to PUI in its 100 years of golden existence.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to everyone. To the organizing committee of this year's Centennial celebration of Pangasinan Universal Institute, headed by Dr. Beta Fe Castillo, to all the officers and members of the UCS-PUI Alumni Association, congratulations. I know how much effort and work goes into this preparation. I thought I won't be able to attend and be a part of this momentous event, but I'm grateful. Technology has come so far that even those who are thousands of miles away can join and be a part of this momentous event. Despite of the pandemic COVID, sabi nga nila, the show must go on. When Ma'am Corazon asked me to share old pictures of teachers in preparation for the Centennial celebration, a wave of nostalgia swept over me. The pictures brought back my PUI journey. It was like opening a time capsule. It was so great to step back into the old classrooms. It reminds me of how grateful I am because I've been with an institution who molded me to be tough and be a good educator. It reminds me of a strict supervisor but loving mentor, Mrs. Filomena D. Chua. I remember her line. It goes like this: just put your right hand over your heart and ask yourself, as a teacher, have I done my part? Do you still remember that, mga colleagues? I count myself lucky because I was handled by good and energetic supervisors aside from Mrs. Chua, Ma'am Angeline Tan, and Ma'am Leonora Matangkian. Thank you so much. And also handled by good and supportive leaders, Mr. Tomas Gapus, who even sent me to UP, Mr. Juanito Quason, Mr. George Chocham, Mr. Edison Soriano, and the person who trusted me and brought me back to my PUI journey, Mr. Jose Mariano Cunha. Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much. Sheshe ninyan. It also reminds me of my first batch students who tried to challenge me. Dapat well-prepared ka noon or else lalamunin ka. That's how good and smart our students before. This event is an actual credit to us teachers. God grouped us together for a single purpose, to share knowledge, to mold the young learners, and not to be reached financially, but reached with hard work, with wisdom, and with friends. With the seeds we've planted, bearing now the fruits, our accomplished students, they are our trophies. The joy and fulfillment we get seeing our students achieving great things is the reason for us teachers to be proud of. To my former student, I'm so proud of what you've become. Thank you for being a part during your formative years. Okay, class, are you ready to go back to our classroom? Okay, let's go back to our class. Okay, let's go back to our classroom. Thank you, and may God bless us all. Once again, congratulations.
下来，我们有2006年毕业的校友 Jennifer Konya 女士和2019年毕业的校友 Alexandria Fei Ong 女士来替我们唱一首歌，我相信。Please welcome Miss Jennifer Konya of Batch 2006 and Miss Alexandria Fei Ong of Batch 2019 to render a Chinese song titled I Believe.
朝飞上天，和太阳肩并肩，世界等着我去改变。想做的梦，从不怕别人看见，在这里我都能实现。大声欢笑，让你我肩并肩，何处不能欢乐无限？抛开烦恼，勇敢的大步向前，我就站在舞台中间。我相信我就是我，我相信明天，我相信青春没有底线。在日落的海边，在热闹的大街，都是我心中最美的乐园。我相信自由自在，我相信希望，我相信伸手就能碰到天。有你在我身边，让生活更新鲜，每一刻都精彩万分。I do believe。飞上天，和太阳肩并肩，世界等着我去改变。抛开烦恼，勇敢的大步向前，我就站在舞台中间。我相信我就是我，我相信明天，我相信青春没有地平线。在日落的海边，在热闹的大街，都是我心中最美的乐园。我相信自由自在，我相信希望，我相信伸手就能碰到天。有你在我身边，让生活更新鲜，每一刻都精彩万分。I do believe。我相信，我相信，我相信 I believe。我相信我就是我，我相信明天，我相信青春没有地平线。在日落
谢谢两位校友给我们带来一首鼓舞人心的歌，感谢你们的热心。May I turn over now to my co-host, Mr. Joseph Hufano.
Memories of our youth always include our classmates and our friends. Some of them were called by our Creator ahead of us. Many events happened along the way beyond our control and understanding about the journey of life. God has a plan for all of us. And so today, we remember our dear classmates in our heart and with the prayer.
Let's bow our heads in prayer. 亲爱的上帝，当阮来纪念这撮已经往生的校友，阮祈求你来安慰因的家属，求你予因有勇气继续向前行，并且有力量来延续往者所留落来美好生命的榜样。阮为着有法通交这撮同学做一个来度过美好的时间，来献上感恩，并且珍惜这撮的回忆，因为因的友谊甲友情，互阮的生命更加幸福。阮祈求主来鼓励阮有法通效法因的榜样，亲像因一样，好好来使用你所赐予因的才能去祝福别人，并且互这个世界成做一个更加美好的所在。生命是安尼的第一站，求你提醒阮每一时每一刻，有法通过得更加充实、更加精彩，珍惜阮生命当中所接触的人，甲享受交因的关系。阮承认你是创造宇宙万物的上帝，也是生命的主宰。只有当阮来按照你的旨意生活的时阵，阮才有法通找到生命真正的意义甲目标。我心中的祈祷是有更加多的校友有法通来明白你，并接受你的囝耶稣基督，成做因的救主甲生命的主。阮奉主耶稣基督的圣名求，阿门。Dear God, as we honor the memory of our departed alumni, we ask for your gracious comfort upon the bereaved families. Grant them the courage to move on and the strength to continue the legacy that was left behind. We are grateful for the time we spent with our classmates and schoolmates while they were alive, and we cherish those memories. We are blessed by their friendship and camaraderie. May we continue to be inspired by the way they have touched our lives, and may we be encouraged to emulate their examples of using their talents to bless others and make this world a better place to live in. Life is so short. May we be reminded to live each moment to the fullest, treasure the people that cross our paths, and enjoy our fellowship and relationships with them. We acknowledge that you are the creator of the universe and the author of life. It is only when we live our lives according to your will that we find real meaning and purpose in life. It is my prayer that my fellow alumni will come to know you in a personal way and accept your Son, Jesus Christ, as a personal Lord and Savior. We pray in the precious name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. 亲爱的上帝，当我们纪念已故的校友们，我们祈求你安慰他们的家属，求你让他们有勇气继续向前走，并且有力量延续亡者所留下来美好生命的榜样。我们为着跟同学们一起度过美好的时光而感恩，并且珍惜这些的回忆，因为他们的友谊与友情使我们的生命更加幸福。我们祈求主鼓励我们效法他们的榜样，像他们一样善用你赐给他们的才能去祝福别人，并使这个世界成为一个更美好的地方。生命如此短暂，求你提醒我们每一时每一刻能够活得更充实更精彩，珍惜我们生命中所接触的人和享受与他们的关系。我们承认你是创造宇宙万物的上帝，也是生命的主宰。 只有当我们按照你的旨意生活的时候，我们才能够找到生命真正的意义和目标。我心中的祷告是使更多的校友们能够认识你，并接受你的儿子耶稣基督成为救主和生命的主。我们奉主耶稣基督的圣名祈求，阿们。
not often enough we reflect upon the good things, and those thoughts always center around those we love. And I think about those people who mean so much to me, and for so many years have made me so very happy. And I count the times I have forgotten to say